Today on the world close up the 48,000-kilometer fruit salad. With globalization, the world has become a smaller place. On last week's program, we talked about how people around the world are watching foreign TV programs, wearing clothes from other countries, and working at companies with several international offices. On this week's program, let's look at how globalization allows us to taste food from different cultures around the world without leaving the country, just naming specialty products like Turkish sweets and Japanese desserts. Think about the regular food products customers are buying every day. Where do they come from? How do they get to your supermarket, and what is the true environmental cost of your usual shopping list? Our reporter Darren Hales has gone to a fresh mart in central London to investigate this issue and to see just what countries customers are putting in their basket. Hello, I'm here at the fresh mart in central London. There are a lot of healthy consumers here, and David Green is one of them. David, can we take a look in your basket? But what are you buying today? Mostly fruit and vegetables. I've got a bunch of grapes, some bananas, some kiwis, a small packet of blueberries, tomatoes, and a lettuce. I'm making a fruit salad for lunch as I'm trying to eat healthily. I noticed on the label that the bananas are from Colombia. Yes, so do you mean if I check the grapes, they are from South Africa? The kiwi comes from New Zealand and the blueberries are from Argentina. David, did you realize that all of this fruit is imported from overseas? Well, I guess as it's winter, we cannot grow this fruit in our country. They have to be imported. If they won't, then how would we get fresh fruit in winter? Good point. The global food industry and the speed of shipping fresh foods by airplane allows people all over the world to eat a huge variety of fresh fruit and vegetables all year round. It's just more convenient, isn't it? Most of the fruit and vegetables I like peppers, oranges, and bananas, grow in hot climates. A lot of the fruit and veg that grow here in the UK is too boring. It is possible to grow fruit and vegetables from hot countries here, but they have to grow in greenhouses, which increases production costs. If you look at these tomatoes, which were grown on a local farm, they are almost twice the cost of the tomatoes you have here from America, over 30,500 kilometers away. I never pay that for a few tomatoes. Local food can be so expensive, so it's not worth it. I know, but cheap food comes at a price. Let's look at the figures. The bananas from Colombia must have traveled more than 8,500 kilometers to reach fresh mart. The grapes from South Africa must have come more than 9,600 kilometers, and the Argentina blueberries nearly 11,100 kilometers. The kiwi from New Zealand that must have flown about 18,800 kilometers, so that's about 48,000 kilometers of air travel in one ball. It's an incredibly long food supply chain. It's also a huge carbon footprint, which means a huge amount of pollution was produced to get this food in the shelves. When food travels, a lot of carbon dioxide pollution is produced, and most people now believe that carbon dioxide in the air is causing climate change, causing the earth to get generally warmer. I've never really thought about it that much. What about this letter? It's local. Even something that looks like it's local can have a big impact on the environment. It's far cheaper for supermarkets to have several large factories than a lot of small ones all over the country. So food grown around the country is transported to large factories to be packed and sold. These letters may be local, but the farm it comes from could have transported it across the country and then put it into these plastic packings. The country and then is sometimes then transported back to the place it was grown in the first place. So before arriving at first markets, this local lettuce might have traveled maybe up to 500 kilometers. You can only really be sure how far something has traveled if you purchase it directly from a farm or if you grow it yourself. Wow, I can't believe it. Maybe I should pay the extra money for the food. Thanks for your time, David. 48,000 kilometer fruit salad that comes from 4 different countries isn't very expensive for the consumer. But the big question is what's the true environmental cost of such a well-traveled salad? That's all for today. Thanks for listening to the World Close Up.